This is my advantages and disadvantages of online courses for Speech 175. My name is and my speech today for my online class is the advantages and disadvantages of online courses. Due to relatively recent development in communication with internet and the ability for communication to be really fast, online courses have become more popular and easier to use. Clear advantages of online courses are that they're cheaper and infrastructure, they're cheaper in transportation, they're where the student doesn't have cost to and from class. The university itself doesn't have cost to upkeep and maintenance of brick and mortar per student. They're able to have more students per class. Scheduling is easier. As far as a student, you can work on the class at your leisure. You can still work and be able to do the class. You don't have the rigor of, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday being in class for anywhere from 3 to 8 hours a day. With books, some of the books, which is it appears to be in transition where you're still having to get some of your books in paper, but more and more are becoming available electronically, which also goes to environmental and cheaper for the student and for the school. Clear disadvantages. It is still in a transition state. Most people are used to dealing with classes in a classical way. There's a loss of face-to-face. You're communicating differently with people than you're used to, because you have like a group project. It's hard to meet with other people when you're not all gathering in the same place on a daily basis. The student can feel isolated that way because you have to be more independent. You have to be driven to do your assignments, to seek out the help that you need. You're not getting a daily contact with the instructor for the instructor to see if anything's going good or bad or otherwise. Because it does become easy to procrastinate when it is on your own time. It becomes easy to not understand the material when you're going through stuff by yourself, because you don't have the example of seeing the other students either succeed or struggle. Some solutions and preventions. Communication has to be active and flow from both sides. You have to be in touch with your instructor. You have to be in touch with the other students as much as you can. And I feel the instructors have to reciprocate with that communication, because if it's not responsive, the student is out there basically all alone. Infrastructure needs new innovations. Only 38% of rural houses, according to Business Week, have a good broadband internet connection. So either more money needs to be spent, more innovations to make it cheaper. The ease of communication via the internet needs to be wider spread. More extensive online experience can come from that. A more valuable, say, hands-on experience can come from a better connection. There's more you can do with more information. Standardization in the classes. Ease to move from school to school with your classes. Loss of commercialization of information. A lot of sources like to charge quite a bit for basically information that should be free. And in closing, yes, there are a lot of advantages that do outweigh the few disadvantages. Disadvantages appear to be social. They appear to be just what we've become accustomed to dealing with and overcoming some of those hurdles. And I feel the younger generation probably has less of a problem in that than, say, the over 40 crowd, who this internet was unheard of when we were in high school. And that's the information I have for you today. Thank you.